Hello and welcome to Balance Now Zen and Pow. My name is Stephanie and today we're doing another gentle yoga practice. So making sure that we have a strap or some sort of household item. It could be a tie or maybe a scarf would work as well. And then also if you have a bolster or some sort of pillow in the shape of a bolster or blanket, that will work as well. Block is optional, or you could use a smaller pillow. Today we're going to start by warming up our hamstrings. So right away we're going to go into a seated forward fold. So here's where the block and the bolster are going to come in handy right away. I'm going to show you two different options though. So you could also use the strap, placing it around the balls of the feet, sitting nice and tall as you inhale, and then using that exhale to either walk the hands down the strap or wrapping it around the fingers, releasing through the head and neck. That's option A. An option that I really like, I think allows me to focus on my hamstrings a little bit more, is placing the bolster right on top of my legs, and then I can use the block to release my forehead. So as I inhale up, I exhale and I bring my hands around the edge of the bolster or blanket, and then I just rest my forehead on the block. Keeping those feet nice and flat, stretching through the backs of the legs and breathing deeply into it. Releasing tension away from the neck and the shoulders. Just staying here for a few more breaths. As I inhale and release, I'm going to place the bolster on the block beside me. Bring the fingertips back behind. The fingers are pointed towards my toes, and I'm just lifting my chest. Doing the opposite of that forward fold. Lifting my heart chakra, breathing. And as I exhale, I'm going to grab that strap again, and I'm going to move into a rotation or a twist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the strap around my right foot, all right? And then the strap is going to go in my left hand, but I'm going to bring the left knee up, all right? So the strap I'm going to use to straighten the right leg. So now we're focused on the hamstring. I'm going to flex through the foot and leg and lift my chest. From here, I'm going to rotate to the opposite direction of that bent knee. And I want to sit nice and tall, essentially rinsing out through the spine. And I can look towards the back corner. As I exhale, release, I'm going to keep the strap around the right leg and bring the left foot to the inside of that leg. It could be anywhere above or below the knee. If you have a tight hip or hamstring, feel free to bring a pillow or a bolster underneath the left knee. So now I'm just doing that half forward fold. So as I inhale up, I can exhale, I can walk my hands down the strap, or if I want, I can release my hands, placing them beside me, or maybe touching my toes. Letting go through the head, neck, and shoulders, down through the lower back. So I want to feel this in the hamstring. And then inhaling up, I'm going to take that opposite twist. So I place the strap in the right hand, take the left arm, and I open. So just getting different angles, different rotations in the spine. And then I exhale and release. I'm going to place the strap around the other foot, the left foot. I bring that right knee grounded. I place the strap in the right hand, so opposite foot to hand. As I lift, I want to flex through the leg and foot, lifting the chest, engaging the core, and then opening to the left. So I'm stretching the hamstring, and I'm also rotating and opening the spine, lifting the chest. As I exhale, release, I bring the right foot to the inside of that left leg. Again, bolster can go under the knee, moving into that half forward fold, Janu Sirsasana. Inhaling it up, I can walk my hands down the strap, or I can release the fingers however far I want to go into this pose, and I just breathe into it. And flex this foot here. Releasing the upper back and shoulders. And as I inhale up, I'm going to hold the strap in the left hand, and then I'm going to rotate open to the right. And as I exhale, come back to center. So these are a lot of poses that are really good for the morning or evening time to either wake up the body or unwind and stretch before bed. Let's come back to a seated position. We're just going to place our hand on our heart, our hand on our belly, pulling the shoulders back, lifting the chest, closing the eyes, breathing deeply into the chest, and then down into the belly. Feel that belly breathing. Inhale, the belly expands out. Exhale, comes back to the spine. Reconnecting with our breath. Moving into what's called cow-facing pose. There's two parts to this position. It's upper body and lower body. I'm going to show you a couple different options. Now I can stay here cross-legged, perfectly fine. I can take a half lotus if I want, or I can stack my knees. So here's my cow-facing pose. All right, knees are stacked, and then bringing my heels in. If this is uncomfortable for you, take either of the first two positions. I want to make sure my strap is nearby because the strap can be very handy if we are inflexible in our shoulders, all right? And we can always just start the strap, and if we feel that we don't need it, we can release it. All right. Inhale, exhale, sitting nice and tall. All right, so I have my right leg on top, so I'm going to start with my right arm up. All right, it comes overhead, and then I'm bringing that left arm behind underneath. So from here, I start to walk my hands closer together on the strap, and I can feel my shoulders begin to open. I can stay up nice and tall right here. If I choose to go deeper into this position, this is going to be a deep stretch for the glutes and the IT band. I can start to fold forward, extending my chest over my knees. Totally optional. Now again, if I can reach my fingertips together, maybe I want to release the strap. Again, staying tall or releasing over. Inhaling it up. Release those arms. And here's a little trick. All right, whatever foot is on top, I'm going to press into that foot and turn toward that direction. So I'm going to go to the left, and I just switch. So as I come around, my other knee is stacked on top. All right. So sitting nice and tall. This time, we'll bring that left arm up. Overhead. Connecting the right arm underneath. And we begin to walk those hands together, sitting nice and tall. Another option, if this is way too much for the shoulders, you just bring the shoulder across. All right. Or we could also work different angles here instead of doing the up and around. We can stay tall or we can fold over. Remember that cross-legged position is perfectly okay as well. Stay for a few more breaths. And then release the arms and release the legs. Come into bound angle, bottoms of the feet together, sitting nice and tall. So we just close off that sacral chakra a lot. We're closing the hips. Now let's open them. Open the legs. Sitting tall, we can massage the neck. We can also use our elbows to push our knees down. We could reach our arms out in front. Or we could go deeper, wrapping our hands underneath, bringing our hands around our feet. Knees go wide. Wherever we are, inhale, releasing up. Let's come back to that cross-legged, reach it over to the side, side stretch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Just flowing, moving side to side, nice and slow with your breath. Stretch it out. lift in the chest. And as we exhale, sliding those hands down in front, release the head and neck. And rolling it up. Nice job. So whether you're just waking up, or maybe you are heading to bed, or maybe it's just an afternoon break, needed a little movement, gentle yoga practice is good for any time of day, and it's really nice to just refresh and restore the body and stretch out those muscles that are maybe overworked or tight or holding a lot of tension. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.